If you
Like
can
now.
call this work. Oh, hey, everybody. Welcome to Dumb Investing. That guy over there, that's Harry.
That guy, that's Lloyd. Thanks for joining. And it's about to get just a little dumb up in here.
Up in here. Oh, yeah. Okay, so tonight's show, we won't be rolling any dice because we're broke. We will be reviewing our portfolio. It's going to be awesome. We're going to do the regular daily portfolio review. And then we're going to go in and we're going to check our next 3 stocks that we bought. Yesterday, we looked at our first 3 and we threw one in the bin. But I set an electronic limit and we didn't hit it, so we didn't sell it. So we have no money.
Can you explain that just a little bit for anybody that did not see yesterday's episode?
Let's do it after the normal stuff.
Okay.
So the normal people can, if they've got a routine that they're used to, we hit them on the routine and then we'll do all the weird technical stuff after. Is that cool? Does that make sense?
Sure. Whatever.
I want people, if they're in a groove, I want them to stay in the groove, right? Let's check out that portfolio. And then, if we bullshit later, then at least we're done with that stuff. But we'll talk all about it because it'll be a fun thing to talk about.
All right. Are you ready for this? I don't know if you're ready for this.
Well, I know this. Nasdaq, record. Dow Jones, record. S&P, record. So I would hope it's green. Yeah.
I'm investing. I'm not going to say record.
Well, it's not a record because we're still red. But not for long. Hey, that one didn't follow the stupid line.
What? Didn't I draw that today? Look at it. See, there's still opportunity here.
I don't know. What did it end at? Today? Oh, yeah. See, yep.
Socket ended up at 605. So we'll talk about that in a minute.
Yeah.
So for the losers today, I mean, wow, look at this. Could we, if we could have just had these guys.
I know. Wouldn't it be awesome?
Better, full green day, 10 days.
That would just be awesome.
Yeah. So Credit Suisse down, nominal 0.28%. The cotton down 0.27%. Hardly worth even talking about. I mean, they're, geez.
But it is so far below where we bought it. We bought that because we thought everybody had to buy pants to go back to work. What happened? Are they not buying polyester or what?
Didn't you see the unemployment stats? Nobody's going back to work.
I know. They all want to stay home.
And
I understand the no pants thing. I mean, I totally get
it. Don't want to know what's going on under the picker desk there.
And there's no cotton in what is it, Lululemon? Them pants? There's probably a lot of those being sold. And people.
I think there's a bit of cotton in them, but...
Oh, there is?
Spandex. I think. I don't know.
Okay. I don't know.
I'm sure there is. I think it's mostly spandex.
Research. Government pays more than wages.
Yeah, that's the problem. That's why nobody.
And that's happening in Canada too.
Yeah.
So I live down in the South, right? There's a great big state down here. I think I've said it. I don't know. Maybe. But I live in Texas. And Texas is doing away with that on Saturday. We will no longer be participating. So
yeah, there's a few U.S. states that are doing that, hey? Texas, Florida, and there's a couple others. I'm not entirely sure which ones. Yeah, so all the, what do we want to call those states? Let's call them more conservative states. Are they red states? Although
I would assume most of them are, yeah.
Mostly red states, although
Texas, and I hate that about our government, right, or just our politics in general. We've become so isolated on the edges. Why does it have to be red or blue? I mean, it's just we're states that work. And I don't know.
Couldn't agree.
All right. What's the rest? Man, that's too deep. Let's have fun enjoying our portfolio.
We don't talk politics.
We'll get to that later. No, we talk real estate.
On the other side, we have the 3 times industrials bull. I'm actually a little surprised to see this, but I'm guessing that this probably went up. If I look at the minutes, it probably went up after Biden's speech. Do you think?
Right. And with the markets going up anyways, the bull should be going up.
But it's an industrial, so it depends on, depending on how the economy is doing. I mean, the economy is doing pretty well. Look at this. So Mr. Biden, when did he have his speech? I'm going to say probably right about 12:30 Eastern
something like
time.
that. Yeah, is when
and then rocket ships from there, right? So,
because we're building bridges now and highways and sewer systems. We're going to build all types of stuff.
Yeah. So the infrastructure, industrials, bull. Everybody's kind of bullish on that, although substantially cut back from the initial plan. For now, that $4 trillion has now evolved into $850 billion over the next 5 years. For now.
Well, and I think they did that because I think everybody needed a win. And what they're talking, they're just going to be future bills. They're still going to go and do all that other crazy stuff, but it's going to be broken down differently.
I think that gives the bills more chance of success.
And you can clearly defined a little bit more, hey, we're going to go after this one thing, instead of just making this huge broad thing that everybody's cousin is going to get this to do that. You want to have a little bit more control. But that's great to see, and it's above the blue line. Above the blue line is the greatest thing I've ever seen. In fact, I'm going to put a poster up in the office, I think.
So for any new viewers,
something above the blue.
This application here, what am I, from the 90s? This app here is...
This program?
This program, yeah. This is Webull. So right here, it shows what we bought our shares at and how many we bought. So we got a whopping 2, which, we're not huge amount of dollars investors, but this is real money, and this is real retirement money that we are using. So we bought 2, and it was at $43 and roughly 8 cents. So when any time that these little candles over here are above this little number over here, that means we're overall positive and green.
That's happy time. That's profits. If we were to sell. Or tendies. We like to call them tendies now.
We do. Yeah.
And BurgerFi. I can see it right now.
You can see it, yeah.
Oh
you could probably just see, you could probably look at this little spark line down here and know that it's BurgerFi. You don't even have to see.
That is hilarious.
So BurgerFi up 3% today. So really hoping BurgerFi breaks out here in the next couple months as the economies reopen and we start seeing some positive financial results for BurgerFi. But we'll see how it goes. Just a couple of mentionables. Gates Industrial, so another industrial play. That's going to be getting close to Mr. Picker wanting to sell that guy.
Yeah, but if we put the star on it, that's fine. We can. Some of them we need to sit on.
And Bank of America, pretty good too. So generally, the market across the board was quite good today. So let's take a look over at the overall portfolio. So
another green day.
That is definitely a solid 5 days of green.
How cool is that?
Yeah, whopping $22.11. I fully expect us to be break even in. I don't want to. No, do I want to pick a day?
No, you do not.
I don't want to pick a day.
What if you do? Want us you're gonna wake up old Murphy, and Murphy's gonna show up and say, "Hey, guess what, Ticker? Watch this."
What if our viewers want us to pick a day when we get back to break even?
They probably know we're not that good. And they would want to see it just so they could laugh at us. Let's pick a day.
I'm going to write it down over here.
You're not going to say it, though?
No. Not today. You won't.
I'll write down a date, too.
Okay.
All right, break even equals, what is today? All right, I got it.
Okay. All right.
Cool beans.
Now that we've got a little bit of dead air and silence here. Okay, so over
that's
here,
horrible.
Yeah.
That's the YouTube death cross.
Yeah, I know. We're professional YouTubers.
Totally. So professional.
Gates Industrial at 10.95%. Dude, I'm telling you, I'm taking the star off this one. And if we break through 12%, I'm ready.
Why?
Because I'm concerned. I'm concerned that there's going to be a rotation out of industrials into tech, and this is going to have a really bad Q3, Q4.
All right, we'll talk about it later when we get to reviewing it. Oh, okay. Which is tonight, I think.
Oh,
is it GPS? Oh,
yeah, it is. Yeah.
Okay, that's the second. Right. That's the second one we're going to look at tonight.
Then I will please hold caller.
You don't think industrials are okay? We'll talk about it later. Dang it, I'm biting my tongue.
All right.
I like to talk.
Over here, have a lot Credit Suisse is our next best one. And then down here, we've got our big, bad stocks.
Our mega losers. All right. Let's click on the socket and put it up for a day, and we'll talk about what happened. So yesterday's show, for those of you who didn't join us or haven't watched it yet, we had gone through, reviewed the first three stocks we had bought, FSD, Socket, and the HLG. And we had decided Socket, we don't have conviction with Socket anymore, so we decided to sell it. It opened at 609. So that was pre-market, was showing 609. And it opened, is that the whole day? Because I thought it went down.
Right here?
No, I thought it had a bounce.
Oh, you want to see the 1 minute chart for the day?
Yeah, if we could do that.
We can do that.
So it came out and it ramped up, and I missed that because I was in a meeting. And then it came down. So yeah, go back a little bit.
Well, we're right here, 624. That's today.
Okay. And that's the open?
624.
Yeah.
624 starts here.
Yeah. So see how it ramped up at the open. And I got up to, I think, 612 or 613, something like that. And then it started coming down. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And so I caught it somewhere coming down, and it was under the open. And I was like, oh, okay, maybe I'll put a thing in. So I put an electronic cell.
And you're kind of like, well, that's Socket for you.
Yeah, it's exactly. I was just like, and so I put in, a 609 cell on it. We never hit it. And what's silly, the silliest part about this is we own 15 shares. So the difference between like 606 and 609 is like 45 cents. So I got all stressed out for 45 cents. And I don't know. I'm just an idiot like that. For some reason, I had that 609 in my head. And I easily could have canceled it and said, just sell it at market, not even worry about it. It's 45 cents, right? I mean, is 45 cents that important?
It depends. I mean,
it does.
You kind of look at it from the perspective of a day trader or an investor, and you want to maximize your profitability or mitigate your losses. So every penny, every dollar matters. No matter what, if we're trading $100 or $100,000, everything matters. So, if it was $100,000, I mean, that's 1,000 times your 45 cents. So, I mean, I think it matters. I think it's important to try and make sure you're mitigating your losses or maximizing your profits. But in the same vein, you don't want to hold out too long and miss it entirely.
Yeah.
So if you miss a little bit here and there, I wouldn't stress too much about it. But, I mean, certainly try to maximize and minimize.
So we'll try again tomorrow. I know, yeah. Our loyal viewers loving it. It's 45 cents, Kara. Come on. That's important stuff to us.
That puts in a quarter of a liter of tank of gas.
Well, that could be the difference on our next stock of getting 4 or 5, right?
Right.
That's important right now when we're little guys. I mean, we're hard-working 9 to 5 fools. This is real money to us. This isn't something our dad didn't give us $1 million. Say, hey, go blow it on a YouTube channel. I mean, this is Trump. We had to work hard for that. What? We didn't just say that. We didn't get demonetized or something.
Well, good thing we're not monetized.
I know. We don't have to worry about that for years. All right. So that would be the end of our normal show.
So basically, Socket didn't get filled today, or we didn't sell Socket today, but we're going to attempt to do it again tomorrow.
We will try it tomorrow.
All right.
And we might be adding another one to it because we're going to go through and do we want to do a market summary and then go through our old stocks?
Okay.
Not a whole lot. Today was complete madness. We set records on all of the indexes. The Dow.
You say not a whole lot, and then said the market was complete madness.
Well, it was a very strange day. There were focused pickers or tickers that took the market high. Everybody didn't celebrate in it. There were some like Tesla carried. They went up 6% or something like that.
Yeah, I think it's about 5%.
Yeah,
they're up 9% in the last 2 days.
Yeah, so that is huge, and that carried a huge part of the index with it when they did that because they're such a big player.
They're the Nasdaq, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So we had records everywhere. We had finally an agreement before our Congress left on their whatever summer break, or I don't know what the hell it is, but Congress is leaving
for a little bit now.
Technically, our Congress is no longer in session for 3 months or some crazy shit like that. I don't know. Yeah. When you listen to them, we're always working. We work for the people. We work 24/7. It's amazing.
Right.
I work
right. I try to pull that stuff too all the time.
I know.
Yeah.
So they put together a deal before they left, which is awesome. And
it's still more than Trudeau works. So it's fine.
And so that's a good sign. But everybody's going to be working on the break to put together these other bills and get all this other spending because a lot of things were taken out that Biden really wants people to do. So he's going to put together more bills. We're going to spend a whole lot of money. I can't believe gold didn't go crazy, but that's what I was expecting to see. I don't know why that didn't happen. Because we're going to spend all this money. Where's it going to come from? Keep the presses going.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Keep rolling that money into tech. It's just getting started.
It's going to be crazy.
We're just getting started. It's going to be insane. I mean, this is just my opinion. I'm not a professional by any means, but the transition into tech has just started. It's looking like it's going to be a good Q3, Q4 for tech.
So one of the things they were talking about in this infrastructure plan is they went through, bridges and highways and sewers. And the last thing they said was, and electric cars.
Yeah.
So what is that?
They did cut that back. They cut the budget back for EV plays quite a bit. They were planning to put a lot more into it. I saw that when I saw that, I was just kind of like, you know what? I'm okay with that. Let the EV companies invest in their own infrastructure. Tesla had to do it all themselves. Why should anybody else reap the rewards of government funding?
I mean, that's strange, right? So they're going to go build charger stations everywhere?
Yeah.
Is that what they're...
Yeah, I mean, that's one play, right? But certainly that I would imagine that would be a big portion of that.
I don't know. I just thought it was strange.
Yeah, I mean, Tesla, they're front running all of it. As far as I know, they're paying for all of it themselves, probably out of the government grants that they're getting from the...
So Workhorse is a meme stock right now that's been all over the news. Wasn't Workhorse working on a electric vehicle for the post office?
Yeah, so that happened about, I want to say 3 or 4 months ago.
And they got the
government really wanted to have, the U.S. government really wanted to have EV vehicles for the post office, right? For the U.S., what is it, USPS? United States Postal Service.
Yep.
So they really wanted to do that. Well, it ended up going to, geez Louise, another company.
So there was a contract let?
Yes, the contract was signed by, man, I can't remember what the company's name is. It's some company that I had no idea was involved in EV space. And it turns out that they're really not going to be. Most of their vehicles are going to be ICE vehicles, so internal combustion engine vehicles. So the government kind of reneged on, kind of the contract. Yeah, Workhorse was positioned really well, and now, it's a meme stock that's being shorted. I think it's about short 43% or so. So it could be one of those squeeze plays coming up. I do own a, full disclosure, very small amount of workforce. Very small.
Awesome.
Just to see it if it does end up squeezing and can go rocket shipping up. We'll see.
Anything else in the market that we need to talk about?
No, the infrastructure play, the bill was the big one today, I think.
I think it lifted people that were being ignored for a while. Like Cat went crazy and stuff like that. So
yeah, Caterpillar. Yeah. Actually, Caterpillar's been really strong over the last 6-8 months. They've been doing really well. So for them to go up, I mean, this is good for them on the infrastructure play for sure. Really still feeling like there's a rotation into tech that's starting, and you're seeing it in Tesla now going up 9% in the last 2 days. So, no, and
right.
Musk just tweeted. Speaking of Tesla, he says,
"Oh, did he?"
Yeah, he says, "How many Bitcoin maxis does it take to screw in a light bulb?"
I don't even know what a maxi is. What's a Bitcoin maxi?
It's Musk. You never know what he's talking about. We'll need to wait for somebody else to tweet about it so we have a hell of a clue what he's talking about.
Huh.
He's an odd duck.
The guy's an enigma.
I don't know if I'd call him an enigma. I'd call him maybe an anomaly. Anyways, let's go through. We're going to have a fairly long show tonight, so thank you.
I know, this is crazy.
For staying with us.
We're ruining a lot of nights right now.
Well, we just drink wine, and hopefully our viewers drink wine with us. Well, at least I do.
I wish I
All right, so we're going to flip over to our 3 stocks. So you want to go through what we're doing over the past, yesterday, and going forward?
Yeah, for those of you that's missed a show or two, or those of you that are just joining us, welcome to the dumbest investing channel on all of YouTube's. What we used to do until we went broke is we used to roll random dice. We had a random stock picker. We'd randomly roll dice and pick 3 stocks a night. And we would do a little bit of research on those stocks, all of 5 minutes worth. And we would pick, of those 3, the one we thought had the best chances of yielding us some profits. And we went out, we spent a whole bunch of our retirement money, and we put together this portfolio. And we thought we were putting together a portfolio of winners that when they got past 12%, we would sell them, reap the rewards of our wonderful, profitable skills, and buy more and do it again and again and again. And we'd have this awesome show, and everybody would want to watch and say, "Oh gosh, look at these 2 idiots with their dice, and they're doing great. They're beating the suits," and stuff like that. Well, one thing we didn't consider when we put together this idea was that sometimes you're going to randomly pick 3 complete turds. And we mistakenly picked the best of the worst of the 3 of the day. And we have hence learned our lesson. And if we now have an opportunity and we pick 3 stocks that suck, we are then going into stocks we already own and we're doubling up on them. So we're going through right now, and we are reviewing our portfolio. And we're going, last night we did the first 3 stocks that we bought, which was FSD, Socket, and HLG. And we decided Socket's going in the bin. We just don't have any conviction on it. We never should have picked it. They were losing money when we picked it, and they're still losing money. Their stock is going down. We've lost 30% on Socket, and we're just like, okay, that's enough. We're done. We don't see any light at the end of the tunnel for Socket. Yeah, they might be fun to day trade. If we were day traders, we had the ability to do that. You could probably make money on Socket because it goes up and down 5% every day. I mean, it's just crazy. It's always at the top or the bottom of our list. But for us, being 9-to-5 guys who work a real job, who can't day trade like that, it doesn't make any sense. So Socket's going in the bin. Tried to sell it today. I said electronic. You heard the story anyways. We'll sell it tomorrow. So today we are going to go and we're going to review stocks 3, 4, and 5. Oh, 4, 5, and 6.
There's a date underneath here.
Oh, okay. So
just so you guys see, I wrote it down. We can compare the video.
My date is right here
to make sure that we do not. We can make sure that this
writing
is all the same.
No, here. I'll close my eyes and you can show everybody what your date is.
Okay.
I won't watch the show, I promise.
All right.
Eyes are closed. Show everybody. You done?
Done.
Okay. Close your eyes. All right, everybody. Let's see if I can get into it. There's my date. There it goes. All right. Okay, we're good. So now we have our dates. This will be fun. How are we going to know? I guess when my date comes, I'll say, hey, here was my date. We should have been break even by now.
Well, Kara will tell us if we're right or wrong.
Oh, that'll be fun, huh? Somebody will. Somebody's going to call us and say, hey, today's the day, picker, you moron.
We'll put a note in our calendars too.
Okay.
Put a note in your calendar for the day.
Oh, this was fun. That was a fun game. Okay, so tonight we're reviewing 4, 5, and 6. First one is BFI. That's BurgerFi. I don't even have to go and do the research. I'm going to say this is a high conviction. It needs to stay. It needs to stay.
I just threw my pen.
You want to dump it? You want to dump it when they've just replaced their whole board and they're going to finally put this thing together and do something with it?
No, I mean, really, how much lower could it go? It can only go to 0, right?
It can't go much lower. I mean, this is good. It's got only up to go.
All right, let's move on.
Well, no, this can't be one person show. That's not what we set out to do. If you don't have high conviction in it, I vote 5 ups, you vote 5 downs. We're even.
I'm totally fine with holding BurgerFi. I think there's plenty of upside potential.
If it was the same old people,
I think there's as much potential for it to go to 0.
Okay.
Well, I will defer to Mr. Picker on this one.
That one is a saver. We're going to save it. We're only going to give it 2 dumbs, but we will save it.
In Weeble, we should be able to lock it. Make sure can't trade it. Super special password.
No, we're not going to do that just in case. Okay, next one. Okay, so this is awesome because guess what the next one is? It's Gates.
I love Gates.
How long?
Sell it. I'm ready to sell it.
How long do you want to love it?
I think industrials are here for not very long. Couple more weeks.
3 weeks.
Oh man, at the most. I think all of the industrial stuff is rotating into tech, and it's going to happen in a hurry.
Do you want to put like a limit on this that says, hey, if it's up to whatever 1450 is our exit?
Set the limit for 12%. Let's sell it.
Right at 12, and we're cool?
Sure.
Okay, Gates, I'm going to write that down. 12% sell.
We're at 10.95%, so anytime tomorrow, if that thing hits 12%, sell it all.
Okay, I'll do the math. I'll figure out what it is, and I'll just put an electronic sell every morning. And when we hit it, we hit it. All right, last one, MTG. I can't even remember what it is.
MTG is MGIC investment. This one stays in the middle of our portfolio all the time. I think there's been one day where it's been on a loser or a gainer. But let's pull it up. We'll pull up your Yahoo and we'll go through it. Oh boy, might have shared your screen a little too fast.
It's fine. I mean, I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I am really going to have to start looking for a new machine because this machine, man, and I don't know what happened. It put new Windows on and it does updates all the time now. It's always updating.
Oh, dude, speaking of which, Windows 11 was announced today.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, they just basically copied the Mac. They just basically copied the Apple's copy.
Oh, why would we ever want to sell this? Look, it's got a 1.7% yield going forward. Gee, many Christmas. Oh, today would have been a good day, too. Look how much it ran today.
It's not today.
That is today.
Oh, yeah. Okay. What do I know?
I'm going to look at the 6 months, though, so we can kind of see when. So we got into this thing, probably March.
MGIC was up 0.07% today.
All right, so we came into it right about here.
Our position's at 1390, and it closed at 1386, I think.
So we're damn near break even.
That is stagnant money right there.
Yeah, and see, that's not doing anything for us.
Sell it.
Sell it. I'm cool. I don't even know who they are, what they're doing, but they did make money last year. That's a good thing to see. Let's see, last quarter. Oh, they've been on a tear for the last quarter, dude. Their earnings are half of their revenue?
Yeah, that's not horrible, is it?
That is not horrible at all.
But one thing that we've learned over the last
3 quarters in a row.
The one thing that we know over the last 3 months or so is that nobody gives a crap about your earnings or your revenue.
No.
The disconnect in the fundamentals is incredible.
It is.
So it's about momentum. It's not about the fundamentals anymore, at least at this point. It's about momentum, and it's about until there's.
We completely missed the boat. MTG up 75% in a year. Do they have any room to run? Man, talk about a day late and $1 short.
Apparently, they did not have any more room to run.
I think.
When was that article printed?
Wednesday, June 23rd, yesterday.
What?
Yeah.
We didn't realize any of those profits.
Well, we've only owned it for 3 months.
So we bought it. No, we bought it here.
Well, here, we'll look at it and see what it's done in a year. There's your year. Went from, $7 to $14, almost doubled.
No idea what it is. No idea what it does. Let's sell it. Let's roll some dice.
Yeah. Well, we jumped on it here, and this doesn't look very good, right? I mean, that's where we've been. So
we're break even.
I have no conviction with it, unless I saw something down here that says, "Hey, we're finally making money, and we're going to increase our dividend or something," right? Then we'd be like, "Hey, if it is stagnant money, at least it's stagnant money that's paying a dividend." But
right, what's the dividend?
This dividend, it's 1.7.
Yeah, jump. And the dividend date last month. Last one was
so we should have got one.
So the next one's not till August. Yeah, I think we did.
Yep.
Okay.
So I would be fine selling it. All right.
Pretty exciting. So we could potentially be selling Socket tomorrow, or we're likely selling Socket tomorrow. We could potentially be selling Gates tomorrow.
Yeah.
And we're likely going to sell MTG tomorrow.
Yes.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Mr. Picker's going to have a fantastic weekend. He's going to be happy.
Well, I am and I'm not. I mean, it's a sign that we probably didn't do as much homework when we were setting this stuff up, and it is what it is.
But we learned a lot.
We did.
And hopefully a lot over the last 3 months doing the show.
Hopefully people that watch are learning stuff too. So BFI, we said we were going to keep. I got 2 dumbs. All right, BFI? Gates.
Oh yeah.
Sell at 12%. I got to leave myself notes since I can't watch the video tomorrow.
Right.
MGD in the bin. And where's Socket? In the bin. All right. So then I'll know what to do in the morning. And everybody, this is a shared spreadsheet. The link it'll be down below later this evening, but it's every prior video we have. The link is in there. Y'all can jump on here and look at it. Every time we do something, I try to put notes in here, and you guys can see all. This is one of the I want to show this. We had actually on our random picked DocuSign. You want to pull that sucker up and see what happened?
No.
Why? This is a good lesson. This is awesome.
And what did we say during this episode? I recall something about we rolled the dice. We really liked DocuSign, but we didn't have enough money.
We didn't have any money.
what we were trying to do is we were trying to spend about $100 on every stock that we chose and basically diversifying the entire portfolio. So we had lots to look at.
Okay.
Now,
so May 3rd.
Okay.
I'm going to take you back here where May 3rd is. So we would have bought that May 4th. So we would have bought it at 204, give or take, and it's at 270 today.
Yeah.
So we could have made $70 because we probably could have only afforded one share. But anyways, right. I mean, that's one that we missed out on because we spent our money in other dumb places. Yep. And sometimes those things happen.
They do. Missed opportunities, but.
Yeah. But that happens in life. And you don't cry in your beer. And you don't go on Instagram and tell everybody how mad you are at the market.
I don't think you do that on Instagram, but that's okay.
Okay, well, wherever people do that.
I think that's a Twitter thing. Complaining
is that a Twitter thing? Okay, I don't do any of that shit, so it doesn't matter to me. That's for the other generations that need that constant 100% coddling, 24/7 bullshit.
Tell us how you really feel. Generally, great day in the markets today. Look at crypto go. Ooh.
Oh, that's
Let's
good.
Just take a look at this real quick.
Full disclosure, I own 0.000725 Bitcoin.
Here's Dogecoin.
Is it going too? Because I own like 1,000 Doges.
Dogecoin is up 21%.
It's still under my dollar average. So how great is that?
It's at 27 cents.
I know. I'm in it at 32 cents on my average. Yeah, that's awesome.
Look at that go. Bitcoin's up 7.8%. What is it?
35. I'm about break even on Bitcoin. I think I'm in at 34.5.
I have been buying a little bit of cryptos here and there. I bought a little bit of the dip when Bitcoin went down to 33,000 or so. And just so you guys know, you don't have to buy full coins. So I did not buy $33,000 worth of Bitcoins. You can buy partial. I think I own 0.007 of a Bitcoin.
On Webull, the link down below, you put $100 in Webull. They'll give you 2 stocks. Some of those stocks are being valued at $2,200 right now. It's crazy. But they'll give you 2 free ones if you click that link and put $100 in there. And you could take that $100 and you could buy $100 worth of Bitcoin. And they're going to give you 0.000456, whatever it happens to be. And you can then play in cryptos and have a lot of fun. You can buy, the Doge coins are fun because for like $5, you can buy like 100 coins. It's crazy.
Totally. Lots of leverage there. I've been buying other coins than Dogecoin, but here nor there. On a different platform as well that we don't have any affiliation with at the moment.
No.
All right. I think
so that's pretty much the day.
It was a great show. It was a long show. Thank you for hanging out.
It was a long show, man. We are sorry about that, everybody.
Oh, it was so much fun. It would be nice to be able to break these shows up. But there's just so much stuff that happens in the course of a day.
There is.
We talk about all of it.
We haven't even talked about real estate yet. I'm going to look at a house tomorrow.
Oh, are you?
Oh, dude. Wait till you see this one. There is something about houses down here that they love their red interior paint. And I have a whole room that is red, like the living room.
On the stipple walls
are all red. On the bubble walls or whatever.
Or the textured walls.
Textured walls. Yeah. So I showed it to the woman. Miss Picker was okay with it. She said she'd help me paint, which is awesome. So
nice.
Yeah. So we're gonna go look at that tomorrow.
Equity.
Put an offer in on that one, and if we like it, we'll see. It's a little outside. I've had to increase my guidelines a little bit. It's not the 4 years or newer that I wanted. It is 6 years old. So
it's pretty new.
I know. It's still fairly new in the world of rentals and stuff like that. So it's in a really cool community. Romy just loves the community. It has, well, they've got like their huge the community pool, and then it has this big old lazy river thing. And she's like, well, if we technically own the house, do we get to go play in that river? I'm like, I don't know, honey, maybe.
Whatever you want, dear. Before we buy a house.
It was hilarious because our bullfrog sanctuary is still a cesspool. So, yeah, she's jonesing to get in some water.
Right, for sure. Well, for the show tonight, I know I put on my good shirt and everything for the show, but I was covered in drywall. Covered in drywall dust before we did the show.
What were you drywalling?
Oh, I was cutting out the return air vents, so I got some big ones from the Lowe's, some nice 10x14, really fancy return air vents. So when I put them up, the holes that were previously there were quite a bit smaller. They were maybe like 6x8. So for it to not look too weird, I had to cut them all out to make sure that, it was all nice and even. And then also we get a lot more return airflow, and the furnace is a little bit happier, and, all that kind of stuff. So that's
cool beans.
Cutting out the ceiling. Yeah, it was dirty. And I was mowing the lawn before that. So yeah, it's been a fun night.
So mechanically, my brain is having a hard time with this because isn't your return connected to like the HVAC thing, and doesn't it have an opening that's only so big? And then you went and made it bigger. How does that even work?
No. So here, when they run the return air vents, and they basically just use a joist chasing as a return vent.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay,
so they just
now
put
I get it.
Kind of cardboard plastic up top. So you can make those as big or as small as you want. But when we drywalled the ceiling, those plasters or the cardboard came down. So it was just a matter of cutting the hole a little bit bigger. When the drywallers did it, they just kind of cut out what they thought was good. But
understood.
I just got some 10x14 return air vents. So a little bit more airflow for the furnace, which hopefully makes it happy. And keep the cold air from the basement moving upstairs in the summertime, and the warm air moving up. Hopefully.
All right. So down here in the South, our filters are on our returns. So when you open the return, it has it's got the whatever.
Interesting.
That's where the filter is. So where is your filter?
Right in the furnace.
So our furnaces are in our attics, and there's no way we would ever crawl up there to change a filter once a month. Right. That's why ours
are in our basement. So right as the cold air comes in and the furnace is blowing, it blows that air through the filter, and then up through the rest of the house.
Totally understood.
Yeah.
I think that's easier to service than ours and our ceilings.
I would,
because I have to get on a stupid ladder once a month and change the filters.
Jumping jiminis. No.
Yeah. Maybe I'll record it one time so y'all can see how crazy this is.
Our filters, so mine in my house, I think is 16 by 20. So it's 1 inch by 16 inch by 20 inch.
Yeah.
Square filter. So we just slide a new filter in, pull the old one out, slide a new one in, close it. There you go.
I have 3 I have to do once a month. And I have to get up on a ladder 10 feet to do all 3. So I have to I drag that ladder all around the house.
That doesn't sound like fun at all.
You know what? I'll have Ro record it so that you guys can all see what we do. That way you can, you'll see it.
Yeah.
It's not fun.
That's totally awesome how different the markets, how different places do things differently, hey?
So I think one of mine, I have a 20 by 20. I have a 24 by 24. Then I have a 16 by 9.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, we got one.
Well, and I'm going to do mine next week. So I'll make a video and maybe I'll send it to you and you can put it on the old Instagram.
All right. Looking forward to it.
Because I sure as hell am not going to do that.
Seeing all of those sell, the cells tomorrow, the stock cells. We'll post them all up.
Yes, we will. We will post all that stuff as well, and I'll update the sheet, and so everybody can see when it happens.
Yeah, I heard a rumor that if I post it on Twitter, it actually will let me automatically post it on Instagram now too. So,
look at
trying that out.
You.
I
look
know,
at you.
Stuff, hey.
That is all.
Okay, let's let everybody go. It's been 45 minutes.
It has been 45 minutes. How did I not fall asleep? It's my bedtime.
Maybe we put the other people asleep, and maybe that's why it just shows they're still watching. But
hey, maybe we can get a lot more subscribers that way. Tell all your friends if you're having a hard time sleeping, you got to listen to Dumb Investing, because those guys go on and on and on about we don't even know sometimes.
All right, it's time to get back to work in the basement, and hopefully we'll get some pictures here in the near future. Have a great night, everybody. Don't forget to do the YouTube stuff. Subscribe. Tell your friends. Tell your family. Tell your dogs. Whoever can watch us, please do. It helps out. Click the likes because it helps out. I'm told it helps out with YouTube algorithms and stuff. We show up on somebody else's page and somebody watches us. Maybe we get some more subscribers, viewers, all that kind of stuff. And we get some more content flowing through. Anyways, have a great night, everybody. Don't forget, don't trade like that guy.
And don't trade like that guy. See ya.
Hey, you wore your ring. You remembered.
I know. I did. The ring didn't do anything. I just said, put that other hand down, you idiot. Don't do it again. Good night, everyone.